Hey,
Hey, how are you? Welcome,
I'm all
welcome.
right.
Come on with your Monday. Dr. Fight always starts out Monday motivation, whether he's here or not. We always get it, but since today he's here, he's gonna give it to himself. Monday motivation. Let's go, Dr. Fight. I hope he motivates me. His motivation did last Monday, even though he was not here. So let's see what he has for us today when he's in the building, so to speak.
No pressure at all, right?
Well, I look forward to teasing you. It makes my day when Dr. Fight is here. I say I get to get my oh. We ain't here. I can't pick on anybody else. I can pick on Brianna, but
It don't give you the same
yeah,
satisfaction.
there you go. Yeah, I get a kick out of picking on Dr. Fight. It makes my rest of my week.
You got the whole rest of the week to bother me.
Here go Dr. Fight.
Great day, ladies and gentlemen. Journey with me, if you will, to Numbers chapter 13, verse number 30. And it declares, "And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, 'Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.'" Do you know we have to overcome a deadly perspective daily in life? That we have to evolve beyond the daily perceptions that we have about the circumstances and situations that we go through. These children of Israel stand as an example for us this week, that you can see grapes and still see yourself as the lesser, because they saw and possessed grapes, but they look at their strength and they look at who they have to face, the sons of Anak, the enemies of yesterday. And they suggest, if it wasn't for the giants in front of us, we could live in that land. And I want to ask you, why do we see ourselves as the lesser? Why do we look at ourselves as grasshoppers? But we have to be determined that if God has our name on it, we can't look at the giants that get in our way to get it. Because the same God that put our name on it is the same God that had a plan for the giants. So don't focus on the giant in front of you, but focus on the word that God has said to you. Let us pray. Faithful God, you place strength in our spirit and purpose in our hands. So remind us that with you, nothing is impossible. When doubt whispers, let faith speak louder. When obstacles rise, give us courage to keep moving forward. Let our hearts declare with confidence, yes, we can, because you are with us. Yes, we can rise. Yes, we can overcome. Yes, we can fulfill the purpose you have placed before us. So empower us with unity, wisdom, and determination to do the work you've called us to do. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us today. Hope to see you next week. God says the same. Grace and peace.
Well, he Dr. Fight did it. Dr. Fight did it. Dr. Fight, did you get a little inspiration from Reverend Jesse Jackson in there?
No.
That was Obama.
Obama was Yes We
Look,
Can, and
Obama,
Jesse Jackson was I Am Somebody. Okay, Dr. Fight. Well, since we already in that realm, let's get into it this afternoon. As you guys know, last week was the homegoing services, plural, for for Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Hot mess.
Oh, okay. So on Friday, it happened on Friday. So Friday, I said, okay, this should be like a couple hours. They said they have blown that to bits. They said black folks stay in church all day. We was in church because I watched the whole thing. I watched it from the time the man said, "Can you take your seats, please? Can you get out the aisles, please? We got to get the Secret Service needs to get through with the presidents or whatever." So I watched it from then all the way into the very end to Jesse Jackson with like a. But I digress for a moment. So let me see. There was a lot of people there. It was so, and then they were so unorganized, and everybody's been saying. Well, this one man did come on and say people have been talking about how unorganized it was, but in reality, he said, yeah, there were people standing in the aisles trying to, as they say, clout chase because there were so many other people, so many dignitaries there, and things of that nature. So they wouldn't sit down. But when you look at it, it's like the whole left side of the was empty, and that's because they said people got tired of standing in line, or and they wouldn't let them in, so they went back home and said, I'll just watch it online, which would end up happening. The traffic was so horrific, and they literally shut down the Bishop Ford Freeway. So anybody who knows the Bishop Ford Expressway, yeah, it's a mess on a regular. So to have that shut down was ridiculous. Brianna said, I said I had to call. And I said, I need to make it on time. She was like, yeah, but they had to show them there because they were passing her place of employment. So she said they had to show their badges just to get in the parking lot where she was at. So it was a whole lot going on that day, but I watched it. So up come first was Reverend Meeks was one of the one of the beginning prayers, and then Father Flager.
Mhm.
You can show those up. Father Flager is one of the this. I've heard this man preach a couple of times.
That they were
You just heard him do it.
somebody. And now, God, as we mourn his loss here, if we listen closely, we can hear the shouts of great civil rights reunion taking place on the other side of Jordan. Or he who says, well done. Finally, as you have shouted for years, run, Jesse, run. We celebrate that today, Jesse Lewis Jackson fought the fight, and he finished the race. And now may each of us honor him by picking up the baton, and may we keep on running in Jesse's name. Amen.
Is the whitest black minister that you may come across. And
Not the whitest.
I'm
black
just
man.
saying,
Lord
Father
have
Flager
mercy.
get that. He don't care if it's a room for the black folks, room for the white folks. He have people standing on their feet because he get down. You know, Saint Sabina is right in the heart of
So you know what?
of the hood, so to speak. So
Ain't no ill.
oh, okay, well, I was just trying to be nice. So Father Flager knows how to get down, and I love watching him because he came to speak for like when Pastor Hunter was still alive. He came to I forgot what the anniversary was for Pastor Hunter, but every last person in that room was standing up on their feet. He does not play. Love to watch him speak, and I think he's a good friend of President Obama's. So that was it was really good. So that was a good start. Even though the man was like, you know, you all sit down, take your seats. Let's go back and see who was all in the audience. Governor Newsom, he was there. Governor Gavin was there. Who else was there?
Raphael Warren.
Raphael Warnock was there.
Westmore.
Yeah, Westmore.
Oh crap.
Yeah. It was quite a few. It was quite a few of them there.
JB Pritzker.
Oh yeah, Prince Chris. Of course, JB was gonna be there because he was speaking.
Crap.
It was
a whole lot.
it was quite a few of them. There was the music was fantastic. The choir, oh my God, bless the choir. The choir was up there they was up there before the service started, and they were there throughout the entire service. So they were singing, doing backup. Love it. That was absolutely beautiful. One of the moments the highlights for me was Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas kind of surprised me because I'm a regular, I can't stand him. But okay, I digress for a moment.
Me, Isaiah.
But Isaiah got there and he told the story. I mean, from when he was a little boy, how he met Jesse Jackson and mom had seen him a couple of times, and then how when the mom passed away, Jesse came to the service and then said, "I got this," because he said him and his siblings they didn't really know what to say. So he did that, and once he started saying that, he started tearing up, and he said, "Whoo!" And they gave him some tissue, and I said, "Oh, look at Isaiah," because on the regular, people kind of hate him in Chicago, because after he spoke, they were on camera bashing the out of him.
Well, his
Literally.
square head doing up in Chicago.
Right,
He
exactly.
forget having to Detroit. Nobody want with him. I'm like, the man ain't played basketball
Yeah.
in decades. Give him a break.
Yeah,
my
they
God.
gave him hell afterwards. I said, "Ooh, Lord!" But he did a beautiful job. Did a
Yeah.
beautiful job. So I got to give it to him. You know, I didn't expect the man to tear. But I said, "This man about to make me cry, shed a tear." But then you saw people in the audience; they was kind of wiping tears from their eye because it was a very poignant moment. You know, and he was always good friends, I guess, with Reverend Jackson and the whole Jackson family. And after he was done, he got down and went and gave Mother Jackson a big old hug. And after that point, everybody was, why do people do that? He did that. He went over and gave a hug, and everybody else thought it was okay for them to start hugging. And then the man had to come on again and say, "Can you please take your seat? Please take your seat." Here's the problem that I have.
As you know,
First of all, you have ushers trying to handle that whole situation. Wrong. You should have had Chicago PD should have been in there handling that whole entire situation. As Brandon said, when she was heading in, the cops were speeding past her. The service was already getting ready to start. Why weren't you in place before that? Just why weren't you in place before that? Dr. Fight, your thoughts on what I talked about thus far?
Well, so first of all, the whole
the whole funeral arrangements, and I hate to be a person standing on the sidelines critiquing people on the field. I really I really despise that.
Don't feel bad. I did it already. Go ahead.
Yeah, we all do it.
But at the end of the day, when you have the kind of dignitaries at that funeral, especially the motorcades and the Secret Service of former presidents, that will naturally block off for the safety of those presidents and the political nature of the country where we are right now. It's heightened for them. It's heightened for the Obamas and the Clintons and the Bidens. And so to have all three of those persons and personalities in the same space at the same time, it creates a logistical nightmare. So I'm not judging the mere fact that it was a mess because of who was there. And that creates the mess, okay? Because Secret Service is going to do whatever they want to do, regardless of your plans and what you had planned in the first place. So they just naturally block off so many streets for the safety and the travel of each one of those dignitaries. So that's an issue number one. Number two, I don't know that persons on the program received a time frame of what they should, limit their remarks to a certain amount of time.
Well, they said everybody had 13 minutes, and I think Isaiah was the first one to go past that, and then Obama came around.
Well, so Obama was giving the eulogy, though, right?
But
So
I
think all of them was at some point.
But I think each person they said only had 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody shot that. I think Isaiah went about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then President Obama, he went like 30 minutes.
Yes, he did.
Nobody stayed on time.
Until they got to that point, because I think they were already running 30 minutes behind. And then when they started, I think like the prayers, all those stayed on time. And even some of the songs, they stayed on time. But after President Obama, it was pretty much like shut to hell at that point.
Right.
Yeah. Dr. Pike, go ahead.
Well, I was under the impression that Obama was doing the eulogy, so I didn't really hold him to a certain time frame. I mean, I think a eulogy around the 30-minute time is average for any type of worship service. But when you're looking at Clinton or Biden also staying in that same amount of time, that automatically is pushing it. Then you look at Kamala does the same thing. You're looking at those 4 comments and those 4 people speaking, taking 30 minutes apiece, around 20 to 30 minutes. That's 2 hours with just 4 people. So adding on to that, the songs, the prayers, the other comments from other individuals and preachers and different things you got going on. Listen, I think that this is no different than any other celebrity funeral we've had in modern history. From Aretha Franklin to Whitney Houston.
Aretha was 2 days too, wasn't it? When they go to glory, they said rest in peace. Come on now.
Oh, Aretha was only 2 days. Jesse was 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 days.
Now now that I've said all of that and acted dignified,
well, that didn't
let
take
me
too long.
talk about this Jesse Jackson across country tour, okay? We all know good and well Jesse Jackson was not in that casket all over the country, okay?
Dr. Pike, where you gonna get something like that from?
As many, you would have been smoking the body at some point.
What really they doing bomb the body? So that takes care of that.
Let's keep it a buck.
He said a buck.
That family is not spending all that money on them flights, flying a body from Chicago, where it laid in state at the Rainbow Push, and we saw him. It was a full casket open, right?
Yeah.
2 days later, he in the capital of South Carolina, closed casket with the American flag over it. I was there. I seen it.
Oh, wait, because I thought that it was open casket in every place.
No,
it was a closed casket with the American flag. I got a picture. Matter of fact, I'm gonna upload it to my laptop and I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
I was there. I seen it with my own eyes. I was there. Okay. That ain't what happened. Then he went to DC and was there for a couple of days.
and it was a closed casket. And then he went to Chicago, back to Chicago for 2 more services. And it was he did not make it to South Carolina and DC. I don't care what nobody say. They brought the casket and went to the funeral home and put a flag over it. He was not in that. I don't care what nobody say. You can call me a lie.
Now, I have heard a lot of comments, but that's the first one I've heard.
I said the same thing.
Who said that in the comment? Who said that?
She said he was not in that casket. That's exactly what I said. That man was not in that casket. I don't care what nobody say. That family wasn't flying him all over the country.
Lakeisha.
I promise you, I had not heard that until this moment this evening.
At some point, I started thinking, I'm like, you're not flying that body all over. I refuse, because if you had a full open casket at Rainbow Push, why the casket closed?
Well, because Aretha's was always open, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Aretha's hers was always open wherever she went to, and she had a wardrobe change.
Right, and then here's the thing about it. The pallbearers kind of struggle when they care if there's a body in there. I don't care what you say. The pallbearers will carry that thing too easy.
You all are terrible. I have not. That was not my thinking.
Call it what you want. I'm just saying this. That was too many. Here's the thing. They should have went to South Carolina first. Then came back and did the Chicago thing and wrapped that up. But they're going Chicago here for 2 days, South Carolina for 2 days. I understand South Carolina. That was his home. I'm not knocking that. Yeah. But then the DC thing.
I don't even know why the DC thing. Right. They wouldn't even lower the flags in his honor. It had staff. So.
And you know what? That's a beautiful segue to Jamal Bryant.
Yeah. I was, do you have to talk about the high points of the speeches? And this one right here, this one I said, I had my head down, I was kind of taking some notes. I said,
I don't know.
When he said that, I said,
I don't know if it was a high point for anybody else, but it was.
Hey, yo, this is George Cook at African American Reports. Now, many of us were upset that the late Reverend Jesse Jackson was not allowed to lay in state at the United States Capitol. Even though Donald Trump claimed to be his friend, and if Donald Trump had told Speaker Mike Johnson to make it happen, it would have happened. Well, Pastor Jamal Bryant addressed this at Reverend Jackson's going home ceremony in a way that even surprised me. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here because this is the first modern prophet in American history to prove to be bulletproof. This is the very first prophet that the government could not compromise and was able to stand. Those of you who are wondering why we have been here this long, the service wouldn't have been this long if we were able to go to the Capitol. But the Capitol is now only reserved for pedophiles and podcasters.
Well, damn, Pastor, what do you really think? So I'd like to ask y'all, what do you think about what the pastor said? And do you, like me, believe it's true? All right, y'all. Goodbye and God bless.
That was the moment of the whole service because
I didn't see that part, so I had to go back and find it. I was in shock. I said, huh?
I sat up and I said, what? And this is my thought, my exact response. I said, damn. While I was watching, because I said, wow, 2 words. And it hit it home. He said pedophiles and podcasters.
And
we can't say anything else.
And the thing about it, he was just as calm.
Yes.
It's reserved for pedophiles and podcasters. So he talked about Stumpy, and then he talked about old Cockeye Patel.
but Patel ain't the only podcaster. I said, that's Pastor Bryant right there. That's Jamal Bryant right there. That man, and you know what? I haven't seen anything else they said back to him about that.
There you go.
I mean, what you gonna say? What you gonna say? That's what your thoughts on it. Really?
I took it out. Give me a second. It's tripping. I don't leave.
You know this Monday does that sometimes.
I don't know how long y'all done had me on mute.
We ain't been on mute that long.
Pastor Brian.
It kept cutting out, so that's why you have to ground the justice and stuff. Now what you said then? Now what repeat what you said.
Pastor Bryant lives for sound bites. He 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. He lives for it. That's what keeps him in the social media cycle of shares and different things, and it keeps his ministry relevant. Now, I'm not disagreeing with nothing that he said, though. I mean, because the proof is in the pudding. If the only people you allow to lay in the state in the Capitol are podcasters and pedophiles, then obviously Jesse never had stood a chance because he ain't never been a podcaster, he ain't never been a pedophile. So it's at this point where he's now only, everything has been politicized. I remember when American politics had a certain level of civility to it, to where American heroes were always recognized regardless of what side of the aisle they were on.
That's true.
There was a certain level of handshake. Let's come together. Let's not play party politics, but let's do certain things.
Well, we understand the era that we're in now. The civility is out the window. So what we say here, we have to meet you where you are. So you can't be you can't be up here while they down here rolling in the mud. I have to meet you at your level. Even though if I meet you at your level, I'm still gonna be above you because you just outright ignorant. So I can't deal with that. And so the next thing people were talking about was the fact that Michelle Obama was missing in action. When I came on, I said, "Where's Michelle? Where Michelle is?" And so as certain events have come to light, and I kept saying I knew because they grew up in Chicago and they were around the Jacksons, and I had said for me personally, I've had my issues with the Jacksons at certain points here and there, but it was not the time for me to really address that. But there's sometimes I wasn't really cared about or happy with certain things that Reverend Jackson did. I was not. And so the fact that Michelle was there, I said, it has to be a story behind that. So as this day progressed over the weekend, people were trying to call out Michelle. And I said, Michelle, my research. Yeah. I said, Michelle needs to be with her husband. I said, because now Michelle, this is like the second time that you've been missing in action. That you didn't go to Jimmy Carter's. And of course, everybody said she wasn't going to sit next to Donald Trump. Well, and that's what they had to sit next to him. So I get that. I didn't sit there either. So she didn't show up. And so everybody's talking about that, and then she went to the All-Star game, and then here comes Jesse Jackson, and then she didn't come to that one. So I said, okay, there's been a lot of stuff that happened between them over the years, and since Brandon did research, she's gonna tell you all what that actually is and why we know Michelle was not there. At first I was mad at it at first, but the more I learned, I said, what, I can't be mad at shit.
So. Backstory back to what was this 2008
when he was first running
when he was elected. So I guess once 2009 came in after his inauguration, I guess Hot Mike, as they say, picked up him, and I guess we're talking about them like a dog. Like they should offer me, I should be a part of the administration in the cabinet because I paved the way for him to be standing where he was standing. So that was the thing. I guess he talked about them like a dog.
And Michelle didn't really forget that. She didn't really forget that. And so, and trust me, there's more there than
that's
that.
All I can.
Right. There's more to it than that. And so I guess in her mind, and I'm just saying, maybe she said, you can be respectful of somebody's passing, but you don't have to go and sit there, and pretend like you didn't have issues, I guess, with them. So what else you got for me? What other thing you got for me?
Oh, I'm pulling up the video for you right
now. So she's gonna pull up the video for me. So but Michelle, here's the thing too. You're going to have to. I know you like. I'm 60 plus years old. I don't have to do what everybody think I should do. I get that because you're doing you. But Barack was the president, but you still was the first lady. So there's just certain things, in my opinion, that you still should have to do. But I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't go sit next to Donald Trump either. She probably was like, hell no. I'm not going to do that one, and I understand that. I wouldn't do that either.
Don't pray hell.
No. And Barack probably don't argue with her about certain things. She already said no. That's what it's going to be.
That was
that's what it was going to be. So go ahead.
So does that lead up to your Jesse Jackson Jr.? I can't
You got a video for me? Okay, so let's do the video first, and then we're going to talk about that because I thought that because everyone did such a beautiful job from Reverend Al Sharpton to Al did a good job. Kamala Harris, President Obama, President Clinton, they all did a beautiful job describing their relationships with Jesse Jackson. And some people have made. Well, watch the video, and then we're going to talk more about this situation here. I'm ready anytime you are, Brianna.
Oh, I got you. It's lovely.
So I just thought this was completely out of pocket, and like I said, this is why tasteless, and this is why I said I've had my own ups and down feelings about the Jacksons throughout the decades.
You ready?
Yes.
Yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson. He maintained a tense relationship with the political order, not because the presidents were white or black, but the demands of our message, the demands of speaking for the least of these, those who were disinherited, the damned, the dispossessed, the disrespected, demanded not Democratic or Republican solutions, but demanded a consistent, prophetic voice that at no point in time ever sold us out as a people. And it speaks volumes about who the Reverend Jesse Jackson was. Our message has already been delivered today. I can see it all over my mother's face. Rise, Jesse, rise. Give Jonathan Jackson another great round of applause for delivering our family message to the world. Let's hear it for the congressman. There'll be no different message that leaves this service than the one that Jonathan Jackson has blessed us with.
All right, that was it. Okay. So here's my thought. I try, and I'm gonna try to. No, I'm not. I can't stand him. I have not liked him for years, and I'm gonna be honest. I have been at some events where he was at, where he mistreat people that was serving. He is an egotistical, nasty human being. Okay. Yeah, that's just what it is. Can't nobody tell me about it, seen it, been it firsthand. So don't come at me with that, because I know from what I speak. But that was uncalled for. Those people that he gave a slam at Barack. They didn't know my daddy. Okay, but he's still nobody knows right except the child.
Except the child.
And sometimes the child don't even know their parents that well. So okay.
And here's the thing. Do you know how ignorant and petty you sound?
And they were doing political messaging, but you just did a political message when you shouted out your brother, who is a congressman. Okay, now let's put this in context. He did all of this because he wants to get back his Senate seat, because today he just got an endorsement for what's his name in Chicago. What he just got an endorsement just today. The one with the hood all the time. Yeah, the black guy. I can't think his name. And so you talk about everybody else, but your main agenda was people to get behind you and campaign behind you so you can get back in the Senate. Reason why you lost your seat in the first place, while you're talking about everyone else, is that you took campaign money and you redid your house. That's why you went to jail. And those are facts. There ain't no lie. Those are facts. And then you had a TV show on HGTV for a minute. I don't like the fact that these people, they didn't have to show up. They didn't have to sit for 5.5 to 6.5 hours and then have you to slam them the next day. completely disrespectful.
Oh, Bobby Rush.
Yeah, Bobby Rush. Right, exactly. Yes.
Bobby Rush with his old. No.
Yes, yes. So he got the endorsement for Bobby Rush today, but nobody had to sit there. They would tucked away in the room for hours, waiting to come on out. They speaker after speaker after speaker, and they said nothing but positive and really wonderful things about your dad. And then here you come with your ignorant ass. I'm gonna say it with your ignorant ass, and you come out here with that. That's what I said. I've seen Boo in action for a whole lot of years, so I don't care what you all come out and say to me. If you ain't been there, done it, seen it, don't talk to me. I just thought it was completely out of order, completely. And Obama probably will, and Michelle probably was sitting at home and said, "See, that's why I didn't go." That's what she thought. That's exactly why I didn't go, because he's messy. He's always been messy, always. But now you feel like now, so now you'll be up there in the Capitol if you win. I don't think you're gonna vote. He was gonna vote for you. Maybe the South Side of Chicago gonna vote for you, but not everybody ain't gonna vote for you. Maybe a few of them, but not everybody, because you're just ignorant. You just showed who you are.
Like him.
Well, they liked him the first time when he first ran. Everybody ran and they voted for Jesse Jackson Jr. But he's an arrogant, nasty, rude so and so. And like I said, his daddy did certain things that I liked and certain things that I didn't like. But I said, still giving the man his respect. You know, he got out there and he did stuff that a lot of people, you know, would not do. So he did things in the community and it helped, you know, get people released and stuff like that. So I give him his absolute respect. But your child, issues. Your child got issues, and that's why your wife divorced you while you was locked up. Okay, Dr. Fight.
Well, I think Pastor Mobley said it pretty good. He says, and he needs to hush. He already know what it was going to be when he invited them. This son is too extra and ungrateful.
Ooh, you know, who said
that? Pastor Mobley in the chat.
Hey, Pastor Mobley, we miss you.
Yeah, she said he needs to hush.
Yeah, he needs to hush. But he's not now that daddy is gone and he's feeling himself. He's gonna get more and more boisterous and more ignorant if it's even possible.
She said this son is too extra and ungrateful.
He is. He is. I mean, people sat there for hours to speak and honor your father, and then you come back 24 hours later. Boy, what?
And didn't have any food.
No food.
Sitting up there hungry.
Yes.
And
probably sucking on some peppermints or some hard candy somewhere out of somebody's purse.
Right, and then you got the audacity to say that. And then I mean, listen, I'm gonna go back here. I mean, how many services are you gonna have? You had 10,000 people at the one service. Then you had another 300-400 people. I mean, good Lord.
Exactly. But this I'm telling you, this was all him. Because when after when Daddy passed away, he had to. And you do what you want to do. I'm sorry, but he'll come to Daddy's to the funeral home, to the funeral home, and he was always there. And then to me, he has to make a point of pointing out things like he was talking about. Oh, and my sister Ashley, you know that was
the extra.
That was the extra baby. So he can turn around and say, "Thank you, Daddy, for giving her to us." Why was that necessary? Why?
To remind your mama of the outside baby.
Right, exactly.
Because all in your 60s and she 28.
Or just to say, see what people say, we don't really feel that way about our sister. So he was making his own points all the way around. That's why I said he's a sneaky. I could just knock the hell out of him, but okay. You all
don't knock out.
I was hoping that he would, but you know when he started on Friday, when he was the last one to wrap up, he started then. On Friday, when he talked, he was on a tear at that point. So I should have known that little maggot was gonna say something on Saturday. I should have known. Dr. Pye, you sit wiggling in your chair. Go ahead, Uncle. I know you got something to say.
No, I mean, listen, the boy has a political reason why he's doing what he's doing. I mean, you know, folk maximize on certain opportunities and they politicize certain
things. Your dad is deaf, your father's deaf,
don't matter.
You know what a rancid individual you have to be.
Opportunist is an opportunist. It don't matter the time, place, it do not matter. But he is a rude, nasty son. Because I remember at Rainbow Push when he would show up and he up there yelling at people. You don't do so and so.
And what's your position? You're not supposed to be over here. And bring me so. When I say that's a nasty little son of a. That's a nasty little son of a.
Don't get it twisted. When we was up there, he was about to come over to us to our we had the audio teacher. Mm-hmm. He stepped in between. He said, "They're with me. You don't need to talk to them."
Yeah.
Because he's a.
When I say a nasty little shooter, you can take and knock him on his ass without even having a second thought. Facts.
I mean, he just laughed and he pointed, and you and you worked for me.
Yep. That's him. That is him.
Oh, I see him in reaction. Don't you? I'm like,
that is him.
I was begging to say something to me. Go ahead.
And just be glad that all the presidents showed up. Right. And if you didn't want them to really speak, why send an invitation like Dr. Fight said? Right. You little ignorant little prick. Ignorant. Now this is in between white folk and black folk. See, we're gonna tell you about yourself regardless. We're not gonna act like a cult and follow you even though we know you're wrong. Now sometimes we ought to shut up, but that ain't us as a people. But that ain't us on the regular. So we have to call out as you see it. And it's not like saying that black folks are divisive. No, it's us saying we didn't like what you said. You were disrespectful, and I'm not having that.
It wasn't necessary.
It was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. No class, no coup whatsoever. Look at that fight to his head. He's like, "Yep." Am I right, Dr. Fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What else y'all got? What else I got?
Oh, what else you got?
Okay, we're gonna take a break and then go to a song, and then we're gonna come right on back. So tune in to KLM Radio.
Look, and you know, Dr. Fight got his Carolina blue on.
Did they lose to somebody? They winning? They playing? What's the deal?
No, they Tar Heels strong.
Okay, well, let's go to some music, and then we're gonna come back with Dr. Fight segment. Or Brown, you got your what? Dr. Fight first, and then Brown next. When we come back.
Oh, well, that was my brand. I'm in it.
No, that's why I better have it. She should have his Let me see what he had. We come back.
Oh Lord help.
All right, let's go. We're gonna take a break. You all make sure you tune in to KLM Radio. Okay.
You're back.
All right, you guys, welcome back. Hey, TikTokers, Ella's here. I had to let the phone charge it. My thing charge it a little bit. But we're back anyway. I hope you guys were tuned in to KELM Radio and Dr. Fight. It is Dr. Fight segment. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen this afternoon with that one. But Dr. Fight, you are up.
Oh yeah.
I can't with him.
Well, you know, listen, it's one of those things. Whereas I got a lot of things that I could really talk about right now. You know what I'm saying?
I know you do. You probably overloaded. So pick some. It's up to him. This is on the couch with Dr. Fight.
I mean, I'm not overloaded, like, you know what I'm saying, but I feel like
what tone you want to talk about? What's the mood for today?
Oh, well, you know, I know exactly the mood. Are y'all ready?
Oh, okay.
For matter of fact, I already sent it to you.
Where is it?
I sent it the other day. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, I got you.
Man, that person said he sent you something the other day. I think he might have thought he sent it, but he didn't send it.
No, I did. Hold on.
He said he did.
I'm about to share it right now. Give me a second. Here you go, right here. There it is.
Who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition or stand with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids.
Oh, yes. How he do
That
that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
He's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you. And
hey, Dr. Fight, we saw that one.
I know. I sent that to you.
Yeah, you weren't here. We played that one.
We all did. Oh.
Yeah, we did, and a couple of times. Yeah.
You said a couple of times.
Yep. Because I couldn't believe the nonsense that came out of her mouth, and I hope the husband saw it and sent her divorce papers. That would be my hope.
Did you say divorce papers?
Divorce, because she out of pocket. She was out of pocket. I don't know if she was just on there wanting to be seen, or if she really believed the crap that was coming out of her mouth. I don't know which it was, but it was not a good look for her. It just wasn't a good look. So I hope the man said, "Wow, you went on there and on public and you embarrassed me like that? You talking about me like that?" Because anybody know if the friends or family members is like, "Man, did you hear how she talked about you?" Yeah, that to me, I mean, that would require a divorce. Yeah, and since she makes more money than he does, she shouldn't have any problem out here. She shouldn't have any problem taking care of herself and taking care of the household. That's how I feel on that one.
That's how you feel on that one.
That's how I feel on that one. She was full of sugar, honey, iced tea. Plain and simple.
Well, I got
This is Dr. Fights on the couch with Dr. Fight.
I got one more.
He has one more he's gonna share with us.
I got one more.
He didn't say he got one more, he said I got one more. Where you at?
There you go. I'm sharing it right now. See, while you talking, I got it pulled up.
Oh, that's it.
Now brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Let me close my eyes so I can hear.
Decided to get someone pregnant. I decided to divorce and let him have her. Was I wrong to bust all in his face the night before their wedding?
When you say bust, we mean
yes, you know
just hold on, tell me out.
what kind of bust? Like
Bust. Split splash.
Here's the hard part about the whole situation. Whenever you in a situation where you could one up somebody like, yeah, that's why I busted in his face the day before the wedding, it ain't gonna stop him from marrying her though.
Oh no, it didn't stop him from cheating throughout their marriage.
But what should have stopped you from giving him access to your sweet nectars, my love? A man that play with me can't have a conversation with me, let alone taste anything around these parts. I need you to have tossing and turning nights, remembering what I taste like, because you'll never taste it again. And you let him play with you, disrespect your marriage, leave you, have a child, get engaged, get married to the side chick, and still have access to you. You should have been such a distant memory to him that it was tearing him up, or you don't even care what it's doing to him because you done moved on so much with your life. I think that whatever you was hoping to achieve by, yeah, that's why I on your face. What does that mean for somebody that likes to eat? He had a blast.
I don't think it was about him. I think it was just closure for her to be able to be like, you know, he was up in this the night before his wedding.
That's a nice trophy in your collection.
But what happens when we sit in that spirit of revenge, what does it do for you if he still got married? You sitting there 20 years later like, yeah, I did this. He still got married. And until we sit in our truth and acknowledge what really happened, it wasn't just as simple as a lick back, right? Because this was your husband first. Your husband broke up your marriage by cheating on you, got someone else pregnant, and instead of him deciding, I'm going to fight for my wife, he accepted the divorce, married the other woman. So whatever we say surrounding that, we could make all of the jokes of, oh yeah, I just wanted the revenge, but it was a piece of you that wanted a lick back ain't gonna do what you was really looking for.
She got a lick back.
Can I add something?
That is very interesting. Dr. Fife, can you clean up some of that for me?
So she's married to this guy. He cheated on her and they get divorced. She then in returns, when he's going to marry the woman that he cheated with, she slept with him before they got married in an effort to get revenge on him. But the panel felt as though, you know, you slept with somebody to try to get revenge, and at the end of it, you know, if you're looking at this, you got played by him because he was able to cheat on you and at the same time get somebody else he wanted and still had access to you.
Yeah, I have never been one to believe that's how you get revenge on a man who cheats on you. Is to you know, once the relationship is over, you go back and then you can tell the other woman, oh yeah, I had him, and then she hit him on top of that. And like it was said too, he's sitting and marrying the other woman. The fact of the matter is, before the other woman came into the picture, the marriage in his mind was over anyway. Because in order for him to decide that he wanted to be with this other woman and marry her, in his mind, it was already over. She just hadn't grasped that. She just hadn't come to the realization that my marriage is over, probably because of just the way our marriage was anyway. You know, I would never allow a man to bring me so low as I'm going to, because that was embarrassing for her to show up at his wedding and to get revenge. And everyone is saying, oh, wow, look at her. I understand why he left her. That's what the conversation was, whether she knows it or not.
Well, you know, sometimes I don't understand the mentality of people in marriages, but that's not the only marriage that I want to explore today.
What's the other marriage you want to explore today? He got a double. Oh God, he got double. Oh, this is Brianna's favorite show, Lord Jesus.
You say it's her favorite show?
Brianna loves Divorce Court.
Why?
Did I click it? Oh, you got it.
I got it. Here we go.
He just likes to.
Mr. and Mrs. Ware, you have been married for how long?
7 years.
7 years. You do not want to be married anymore. Underlying these problems is in part your professions. You are a stripper and you are a webcam porn.
Yeah. Webcam porn.
Operator or what's the job classification?
Model. Webcam porn model. Webcam porn model.
Model.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd ask, but I don't think I want to know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You say in the beginning what you were doing wasn't a problem with your husband, but it became a problem later on. Why don't you explain what happened?
Well, when I met Robert, we met at a party. I gave him my number. I really didn't acknowledge him that much because I was going through other things at the time. Maybe a couple months down the road, I went to pick up one of my friends, and he happened to be there, and he approached me and was like, "I know you." I said, "No." He was like, "Yes," and he read off my number to me, and I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he was like, "Well," he reminded me of when we met at the party, and then I started to remember when we met. Everything was good. He came to work with me every night at the club. Everything was wonderful. We started to catch feelings. November came. I had asked him if he wanted to get married, and we agreed that we would. 2 months.
You asked him?
Yes, I asked him if we.
How long you been together before you asked him?
We met in about May, so about 7 months.
All right, let me stop right there. She asked, let's go ahead and just count the red flags from jump.
Okay.
She an exotic dancer.
Is that a red flag? Is that really a red flag?
Did you say, is that really a red flag?
Listen. Sometimes people got to do stuff to make money. So,
let me just say, like the world I live in, that's a red flag. Okay. I'm just, maybe for some people that might not be a red flag.
I'm just saying.
Where I reside, no, that ain't what's about to happen. Not only is her profession a red flag, but his is too.
He is most certainly.
Webcam model.
Yeah, I think he's a doer, if you know what I mean.
Specifically porn model, okay?
Okay.
That's what was stated on the show, which basically means he on OnlyFans or something.
Right.
Yeah, he on somebody's website with people. Let's just leave it at that. So we got 2 red flags, but maybe birds of a feather deserve one another. Next red flag is they have been together long enough and have talked about marriage where she has asked him to marry her. That's a red flag for me.
Oh, that's a huge red flag. Because I never asked any man to marry me. I don't do that. I don't roll like that.
That's a red flag. So here we have it. 2 people who work in similar industries, and the woman is proposing to the man. I don't know what the world has come to, but yeah, that's where we at right now.
Disposable relationship.
All right.
And then 2 months after, we found out I was pregnant. So we postponed our wedding for a whole nother year.
Now, back in the day when you found out you were pregnant, you brought the wedding forward and not postponed it.
That's what I was going to say.
I get that part. Go ahead.
We could have had it while I was pregnant, but I didn't want to be pregnant in a wedding dress. So, we had our daughter. 6 days after we had her, she passed away. And 6 weeks after I had her, you go into the doctor and get checked for everything. Well, I found out that my husband had cheated and gave me an STD. And I carried it from May till after she was born.
Ooh.
And I've never lost anything before. So it was really, really hard for me. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to feel about him. Didn't know how to feel about losing our daughter. It was just so much.
And that's got nothing to do with the fact you never lost anything before, because you losing a kid is totally
Now,
different.
that ain't even the kicker.
Else. That's just
yes,
just in the realm of what
Wow.
was supposed to
That's
happen.
tough. But
It's so
here,
very
listen
wrong.
to this next.
And I'm
Listen to this
sorry for you.
next
Do you
statement she
believe
gives.
that instant, that circumstance altered your relationship with Mr. Ware?
Yes.
In what way?
In very many ways. When it first happened, I was still grieving, so I needed him there with me. But at the same time, it was like I didn't know how to feel, because the fact that you cheated on me when we were engaged,
And you
I
were
was
resentful
pregnant.
and angry. You didn't know if that wrong that he did took that life from you. I understand that. Mr. Ware, is she fairly accurate about the events that she's told me about so far?
Yeah, she's
How
fairly
do you
accurate.
believe that loss affected your marriage? Did it change how you felt about her?
It brought up a lot of arguments, of course, because
Mhm.
I did research. I don't feel that the STD caused the death of our child. So that brought up a whole lot of issues. And I understand her grieving process is different than mine. So I lost.
Now, she goes back to the doctor, get checked out, and find out she has an STD. Now, I don't know that they ever confirmed the reason for the death of the child. But she's blaming him of the death of the child, of the STD that he gave to her. And he's saying after his research, he found out that the STD wasn't a part of the death of the child. Now, I don't know who's right in this scenario. But like I said, red flags. You want to know why? Because he works in a industry where he's sleeping with other people.
Right. And she, I know she did. I know she couldn't have been that naive to believe that he was just operating the camera and not doing other stuff. I mean, if you're that naive, girl, wow.
Yeah. You saying she can't be that naive that he was working the camera?
I don't even know what else to say. I mean, really?
I mean, I'm just like, for me, this scenario is sad in a lot of different ways because both of them have a lot to blame. They are to blame for a lot of decisions that they've made up to this point. Don't get me wrong. Look, you got to make money, and who am I to judge how you make your money in life? But let's not walk around here naive to think that people that you're with, as they're making money in a risque kind of profession, that they're not going to be tempted to be with other people.
That right there, that's yeah.
I mean, you dancing for these guys at a club, and if they got enough money, who's to say what you would do for a little bit of extra of that money?
Yeah. And then
he
did
admitted
the room while
as a model behind camera, where he doesn't have any clothes on. I mean, what you think? He just modeling the new Hanes line that's coming out? Like, what kind of modeling do you think he doing?
I mean, how naive are you? I mean, I'm trying to figure out how she could, but she must have been mad crazy in love with him to believe that. To just say, okay, yeah, I believe that you're not doing anything else but operating the camera when you see people basically, getting the mix in. So
yeah. So this story gets another turn. So let me keep watching.
I was both of my parents at 8. So, you know what I mean? And when our daughter died, she died in my arms while I was asleep. So,
did you appreciate her grieving process? In other words, though it was different from yours, did you help her through it? Or did you choose to grieve in your own way and let her grieve on her own?
No, I feel that I helped her through it. Her grieving process was different from mine in a way. I shell up. She, in my opinion, more or less seeked attention from other people. So.
she sought attention from other people.
Yeah.
She was seeking support, is what she was seeking. You lose a child, you're so empty. You are so lost. You are so needy.
You seek emotional support, not physical.
Okay. Do you believe she started seeing other men?
I can't believe she was seeing other men before that. I just wasn't paying attention because I had never caught her cheating. So when the time that I did caught her cheating, that's when I started paying attention.
When did you catch her cheating? Before or after the baby?
After the baby. After she caught me cheating and we lost the baby, we had a long conversation about how we was gonna stick together. This is gonna make us stronger. She wouldn't cheat on me, and we went from there. And then about a year, probably about a year after we moved to Phoenix is when I found the first time that she was cheating.
Were you cheating on him?
Yes, Your Honor.
With whom and what? Well, no names, but how did that happen?
Just somebody I met. I felt betrayed. Before our daughter and after she died, I had never cheated on him. I wouldn't even dream of it. He was my life, my everything. I did everything for that man. And when I found out that he cheated, I felt betrayed in every aspect.
In every way.
In every way.
Do you kind of get that part though?
Yeah, I mean, I get where she's coming from. I don't agree with it. I understand it.
I don't agree with it either. I don't think cheating on somebody in retaliation is ever the way to go.
Right.
But she forgave you for your cheating.
Right.
Have you forgiven her for hers?
Too many times.
So you just did it once and she's done it regularly?
I didn't do it once. It became a game, back and forth.
Yeah.
So I guess with the first time I caught her cheating, she had went to South Dakota for a stripping trip. I was still in Arizona running our business, our dog grooming business, and taking care of her daughters. And I got a phone call from a friend that said, "Hey, are you still married to your wife?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" "Well, she's here at this water park with her daughter and this guy, and they're all sitting there eating and laughing." I said, "You're lying. Send me a picture." So she sent me a picture. And as soon as she sent me the picture, of course, I called her. I didn't get no answer. I got an answer about an hour later. She told me she seen somebody there that she knew. She didn't come with them. She didn't eat with them, none of that. And we argued like the whole time she was driving home. And then a little while later, I found out the whole time I'm arguing with her, she's giving this dude a ride home. He right there in the passenger seat beside me.
Wow. So everything just fell apart.
It did.
Everything fell apart. I got it.
It did.
Wow.
No trust in this relationship at all.
But as I listened to it, she was trying to blame him, and he was wrong for giving her the STD or whatever. But she was, to me, she was equally wrong. They both were just equally nasty. Just nasty.
And this is the thing, like, so I want to go back to that STD situation real quick, because the truth of the matter is, if she is as promiscuous as she is admitting to be, how do we know that she got the STD from him? To his own admission, he had never looked at her as cheating before the loss of the baby. But then afterwards, and he got that call from a mutual friend that wanted to know if they still was together because she saw them out in public, he would have had no idea that she was messing with somebody else, which goes to shows, fellas, if you're watching this right now, that women are smarter cheaters than men. I mean, they can carry on about 3 different lives, and you don't even know that she's got somebody else on the other side of town. Like that's crazy to me. And he had no clue, no idea, nothing.
I don't. They both a hot mess, Dr. Fight. They both was a hot mess. But I was going to try to blame him for the majority of the breakup. But no, I think it was 50-50. I think it was 50-50. First of all, they didn't know each other for a length of time, and then she already had children. So then you bring the kids into a new situation.
No, they don't have any kids.
No, he said he was taking care of her daughters.
So she got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, she is no saint in this scenario.
No.
None whatsoever.
They needed a divorce. They need a divorce for real. Yeah. This is what doing the show has kind of taught me some things, because normally I would be on the woman's side all the time, no matter what. If I can attest to that. But some of you women are so skanky and just loose booties that it's hard for me to be on your side. I used to blame the men, but I can't. But the women trying to act like men in this day and age. You go around and sleep with this one and that one, and then the bottom line is, I don't care what men do. A man is never going to want his woman to be sleeping around with Tom, Dick, and Harry. They just don't want it, and they can't deal. They just can't deal. Can't. So if her whole thing was, I'm going to do this because you weren't there for me when we lost our daughter, make it make sense to me. That's not making sense to me.
I mean, now, granted, I don't put a time limit on grieving, but I mean, you don't get a right to just be out here all willy-nilly.
And my thing is, if you're grieving, why what is it? Where does sex come into the picture?
Well, I mean, that's therapeutic.
No, Dr. Spike. Don't get Well, you know what? To some it may be. To me, I call it sleazy. Because
you call it what?
I call it sleazy. Because you mean to tell me you can't handle your emotions even better than that by jumping in the sack with someone else? So the best way you're gonna feel better is to get underneath somebody else. I have that in my mind. That has never been the way to solve anything or heal. Is by getting underneath the bed with somebody else. I've never understood that. Never. That's just like somebody saying they're going to get drunk because they have an emotional issue, and I just want to get. I probably believe that can stand a little bit more than I can about being physical with someone else. Maybe I can understand you getting drunk and passing out or whatever a little bit, but I can't understand the other act of you just giving your body away because you can, because I'm gonna feel better for what, a hot second? Because that's all it is a hot second.
Hey, hot is hot. No matter how long it is, it's hot.
Brian, I just disagree with that. I think they both were just wrong.
But okay, and that's why I said from the beginning, red flags, because you are with somebody who is in a sex-driven industry daily for money. And when you're getting with somebody like, you would think that both of them will be a match made in heaven, that they can comfort one another and they can want to be in the arms of one another. But when you're going to make money and you are in front of the opposite sex in that industry and it's sex driven of the reason you're making money, I mean, that's a recipe for failure. I'm sorry. There is no way you can tell me you can have the level of restraint going through the kind of trauma that you go through that you are not going to do anything with the people that you work with daily.
See, I don't know how you can't have restraint. I'm just not built that way. It just does not run through my mind. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm sad, so I need to go have some sex. I can't equate the two together. It ain't me. I just don't see. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, I mean, to each his own.
Maybe that's how men think, and they say, "Well, I can go and just feel better if I just go and do this for somebody else." Maybe that's how men. But as a woman, I don't have my emotions like that. That'd be the last thing I'm thinking about. The last thing on my mind. The last thing. Just saying. Dr. I got a question for you.
I got an answer.
So we still on the couch, Dr. Fight. So now here's a question. So say, okay, so you marry a person. You've been married multiple times, but you married this person, and then this person has adult children. I ain't talking about us. I ain't talking about none of that. This person has adult children, and the person moves out of their home that they had before the marriage, and then one of the adult children moves in there, and the current wife has to move out, but she's pissed off because it was not a discussion that they had. What do you think what was the motive? Because you're a man. What was the motive behind the man doing that and not telling the current wife?
What?
He is so confused. So the situation.
All you just said was
married.
Well, okay. This man was a widow. Married another. Got married to another woman.
So wait, that means that his first wife died.
Right, first wife died.
But he had a child with his first wife.
A couple of kids with the first wife.
And now they're grown.
They're all grown, very grown. But
okay.
The home that he had he had with the late wife, the new wife moved into that home. The new wife moved into that home, but then the whole time that they were living in the house together, I guess the grown children had an issue with the current wife being there. So the husband decided to go and move and buy another house. To buy another house, and then not even he had been talking to the wife about it, but the wife didn't think anything was going to happen from it. But apparently, he ended up buying the other house, and then one of the adult children ended up moving into the house that he had with the first wife. Now he didn't discuss all of this. You know, the current wife went to see all these the new place or whatever. Not satisfied with it, but you know, still a decent house, I guess. But what was going through that man's mind? See, when I was told a story, I said it was because one of the adult children did not want the current wife to inherit the house. So in order to keep the grown daughters happy, he decided to go and get a new house for him and the new wife. Although they had been living in that house for like about 3 or 4 years, if not longer. So what you think that is?
So what's the problem?
The problem is
that the new wife didn't know he was buying a new house.
Right, and the new wife and the daughter and the children don't really get along.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, that's gonna happen.
But I think the motivation was the fact that one of what was unhappy about that. So in order to keep the daughters happy, he decided to buy another house for him and the new wife, just to keep the children happy. But knowing that the current wife was completely against all of that. So I'm trying to figure out, what do you think his motivation was? I mean, am I right in assuming that, or would you think that you would have advised a couple to do that?
Well, I mean, his motivation was to keep peace.
Well, that didn't happen. That blew up, so that ain't happened.
Well, who do you no longer have peace with, though?
The current wife.
So the current wife, he had peace, but he didn't have peace with the kids.
Yeah, that's how it seemed to be. Yeah.
Then I mean, that's all that matters. These kids gonna get over it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta realize that daddy got needs, and Shirley over here is gonna satisfy those needs.
Yeah, but now they living in the original house, so they live in another house.
He don't care. He don't care. As long, that's why he went and bought another house in the first place, so him and Shirley can be together.
Kids
can have the house. Forget the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to roll around with Shirley, and y'all are sitting here arguing about me bringing my woman in here. The woman ain't going nowhere, and the faster the kids recognize that, the easier life will be.
Well, now see that's a valid point. They ain't been able to really accept that, and these are very grown ass people. I mean, grown ass people to the fact that they children are grown. So these aren't babies we're talking about. So what would you? That won't sound so. I get it is what it is, but the kids ain't accepted the fact that the man is saying he's gonna sell the other house, the original house. But in the meantime, the one of the children is shacking up in there.
Well, they better get their credit together and get their own house, because I'm telling you right now, the man said he about to put that house on the market. Him and Shirley gonna be living good, happily ever after. Now, your mama gone. I was faithful to your mama. The Bible said till death do us part. She did, so we part. And now I got me a new woman. Okay. Your daddy got needs. Right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's been going on now, for years, for at least 5 years. Y'all these some grown ass people.
Stupid.
Yeah. Hey Nina.
That's Nina. I'm like Nina.
That's what's her name? Yeah.
Oh.
So and the current life is pissed off. The current life is seasoned.
But she should be happy that this man went out to have peace between the two of them and for them to be together without all that confusion. This man went out and bought a whole new house. Like, if that ain't love, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what that woman doing to that man when them lights go out, but he want more of it. So he went and bought a whole nother house. And for somebody who is currently selling a house and is in the market to buy another house, these houses ain't cheap out here nowadays. This man is out here with a whole nother place to live. Meanwhile, his kids is still in the last house. She better calm her nerves. She got her a good man. Okay? This is the way she's supposed to be looking at this.
That ain't the way she's looking at that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she need to look at it in a totally different light. Because that man, whatever she got, he want that, and that's it. That's all he wants. He went and bought a whole palace just for that. That's all that man did. I'm trying to tell you. I am trying to tell you. I don't know what that woman doing with her tongue, but I'm telling you. He want it all. You hear me?
Leave me alone. Oh
my God. Y'all ain't stopped the lie. Y'all ain't stopped the lie at all. I ain't heard nothing in this story where this man is trying to appease his kids. I don't think I see is he trying to get him and Sheila together. And that's all they try.
So you said completely different because that ain't the way, as you say, Sheila, that ain't the way Sheila's seeing it.
Well, Shirley need to get it together. You hear me? Yeah, right now. Evelyn need to work this out. You know what I mean? So whatever her name is. I know these people ain't young because if you got grown kids, you easily in your mid to late 50s, early 60s. Okay.
Look, Dr. Fight, they older than that.
Older than that? Well, I know none of these names are Raquan.
No.
Rashida. None of them names.
No.
Ain't none of them names. Ain't none of them names. So you tell Barbara to calm herself down, okay? You tell her that she got a good man, and you tell her I said it.
Ooh, I think I might get cursed out if I say that. I think I might get cursed the hell out if I say that, Dr. Fight.
Yeah, you might, but hey, you ain't lying. She got a good man.
Yeah, because this been going on since what? The summer, last summer. This been going on since last summer.
Well, she crazy. She crazy. This woman here is blessed. Come on, think about this. Think about this. The kids don't want you to get married to another woman. You show up with another woman at you and your last wife's, your kid's mama house. These kids upset. They bother. Your wife is fighting. I'm here. I'm the wife now. I'm here to stay. Yada, yada, yada. Every day she come to you. These kids getting on my nerves. They this, that, and third. You need to kick them out. You need to do this. Well, they your kids. You don't want to do that. You want to look out for them. You want to be a good dad. You want to take care, make sure your kids are on a great, even playing field, on their feet, doing what they can do. So you're in between a woman you love and your kids you love. Now, if you kick your kids out and put them out in the street, you be looking like a bad daddy. Don't care how old they are. They going to make this narrative. Black man don't take care of his kids, right?
Yeah.
But then if you don't love on this woman, then you're not being a good husband. So this man found the best scenario to make everybody happy. He went and bought another house. He moved down there in that house, got him a futon, got him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't knock futons nowadays. They done did some upgrades on them. They not the same. They look like regular furniture now, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we ain't got him a futon. That man, you know what I'm saying, got him a water bed in the bedroom.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
And let me tell you,
not the water bed. Not the water bed.
He said, hey, Shirley, let's make some waves. You know what I'm talking about? Let the water clap. Let the water clap. Let the water clap. Yes,
ma'am. You ever think he lost somebody? I'm
telling you, that man said everybody happy now. Everybody got peace.
Well, here, Shirley, this is how Shirley feels. Shirley feels is that they wanted that house, and so they was telling him that he don't need to have the big house. The other house is a big house. But he needs to find something else. So she feel like the kids maybe more push him into doing that.
What difference does it make? The man went and bought a house just for the two of you. What woman on the planet wouldn't be happy about that?
That is such a man. That is such a male perspective.
But what you ain't answered the question. What woman, if a man went out here and bought y'all a house,
and then here's the thing, that the Shirley feel like it's a downgrade. Like it ain't big like the other one was.
Shirley, you can't half the time make it up the stairs. So I don't even know why you worried. You know you done had a hip replacement and 2 new knees. I don't even know why you even worried about the size of the house. It's just the two of you. Because the bigger the house, the more rooms he want to roll around with. You need to understand. This man got that Viagra. He got these pills out here. He ready to go. He ready to go. He ready to put 70 inside of however Shirley is. That's what he trying to do. He trying to get his willy wet.
Oh,
my trying to get Russell the Wonder Muscle in place. Listen, Shirley need to get together.
Not the what is it? The Wonder what is the Wonder Muscle? I have never in my life heard that before. Jesus.
Russell the Wonder Muscle.
Russell the Wonder Muscle. I have never. Gotta write that down. I got to remember that. I have never. Lord Jesus, help him.
Oh my God.
How you ain't never heard of Russell the Wonder Muscle?
I gotta write it down. What is it? Russell the Wonder Muscle. I literally wait, my pen ain't working. Hold on. Russell the Wonder Muscle.
You didn't really down her because she got to write it down.
I'm writing down right now. I have never in my life heard that. Russell the Wonder Muscle. Oh my God. Okay. Well, Shirley is not really seeing it. Shirley been pissed off for months now.
Shirley needs to get her attitude together because she about to lose out on a good thing. Because let me tell you something. What the last woman die of?
I don't know, but don't get it wrong. Shirley got her own domain. Shirley got her own nice big domain, so she ain't really worried about it.
Well, then tell her to take her happy hips on to where she come from. Then
Yep. And that just may happen because she said she got her own place.
I'm sorry, Shirley.
Now don't be calling saying that about Shirley.
Shirley's stupid.
Listen, Shirley said she liked what she was going. Shirley don't like to feel like the children. Shirley don't like for nobody to think they running her, and for his kids to think they running her. Shirley got an issue with that. Shirley got major issue with that.
Let me tell Shirley something. In about 5 more years, somebody gonna be running Shirley because she gonna be in somebody's nursing home, or somebody's nurse can be taking care of her. Look, she ain't gonna be as vibrant as she is right now. So she better live out these years between her house and his house and be happy than out here thinking that this is a problem. This ain't no problem. This man bought a whole house.
You said that's such a male perspective. This is such a male answer.
Okay, what you want me to do? Stay in that house and argue with the two of you?
Well, I wouldn't do that either. I mean, it's his house. He was gonna do with it what he wanted to do with it. But she got her own domain. So you know what? She just could have said, well, you know, she went on back. You know, so I ain't gonna be living over here. That's how she feels. But her issue is, I think, with the children have always been disrespectful to her.
Then why she get married to the man then?
Listen.
Kids ain't start being disrespectful when they got married.
Well, I think no.
And they were disrespectful.
No, I think they were disrespectful to a certain degree when they first got together. But I think since as the marriage has happened, they've been married for a while. I think that they have become more aggressive, more disrespectful over the years.
She knew them kids didn't like her before she got married. She thought that by getting married, she could tell them kids what to do and found out otherwise. She thought she was playing a psychological game and it backfired on her. And now this man loves her so much that he trying to make peace. And she can't even be peaceful when the man want to try to make peace. Isn't that something?
Listen at you.
Listen at me. You ain't gave me no alternative of thinking about this.
Well, I get. Well, you know
what other options this man got?
See, I don't really know.
That's my point. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Yeah. The only thing you need to do is in order to make. But the only way that Shirley gonna be happy is if he sell the other house, and they don't get the house.
He gonna sell it, but he gonna sell it when his kids get on their feet and get somewhere else. He ain't gonna sell it not the day before.
Well, there y'all have it. I'm gonna agree to disagree with Dr. Fight as usual. I'm
telling you what it is. This ain't no speculation. This ain't no opinion. Surely,
I'm not mad at the man because he would have bought another house. I'm not mad at the man because he would have bought another house. I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that. You know, he would have bought another house. I mean, it's a small house, but it was brand new. So I ain't gonna be mad at the man about that.
Shirley better learn what battle she need to fight and which one she don't. She playing a dangerous game here.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Shirley ain't worried about no man.
Then why get married then?
Shirley still want on in the hot second.
Shirley sound like this ain't her first rodeo.
Oh, it's number 4.
See, now see, I know. Listen, I've been in the game a long time. I knew this the way you talking here. I knew this wasn't Shirley. Listen, she like that old story they used to say. There was a woman. She married. For the first time, she married. Husband died. He was a rich man. She inherited all his money. The second time, she married an entertainer. She traveled all over the world while he was entertaining on stage. He died. She got all his money. Third time she got married, she married a funeral home director. You know.
Okay, where's he going with this one?
Well, fourth time she got married, she married a preacher. And at her funeral, after she died from the preacher, he said she married 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go.
Oh my God. He was absolutely no help. Just to be clear.
Hey,
Zero help.
Shirley changed men like days of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Shirley, look, they down with Shirley.
Hey, I'm telling you, Shirley do something with that tongue. I'm telling you, she keep a man now. Shirley know what she's doing. I'm telling you right now. Shirley ain't got a masseuse license, but she good with them hands. You hear what I'm talking about?
He lost his mind. I'm telling you, he lost his mind.
Hey, I know. I ain't met Shirley a day in my life, but I'm telling you right now, if Shirley is a professional. You hear me? Them two I just showed you on that video, they can show Shirley. Shirley can show them a thing or two. You hear me?
I'm going back.
How long were they together before they got married?
Do you know? That wasn't long. It wasn't long. It was shortly after Shirley's last husband died.
What I tell you, that man toes curled up, eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he said, "Will you marry me?"
I got to go to sports. I can't take it.
Oh God!
Y'all know I ain't lying. Shirley got that insurance money. She met old buddy at happy hour. He got happy and went shopping. You hear me?
I can't with him. Leave me alone.
And man been spending money ever since.
Oh
He bought a house, rings, and Lord knows he probably done been on trips and everything. You know I ain't lying.
Oh my God. I'm gonna step away from Shirley and let Brianna start the sports. Back to Michael. He done lost his mind. I'm gonna let him get his thoughts together. Because he didn't get his thoughts together for his sports.
My thoughts are pure and holy.
No, not after what you just said. There ain't nothing pure about what just came out of your face.
Oh my God.
I'm just telling the truth. I'm telling the guys the truth. Listen, we got to talk about these sports, man. Look, the NFL is going bananas. You hear me? Like, my phone is buzzing every 5 minutes. They making trades, signing deals, and all kinds of stuff.
That's been my phone like it for all day. As soon as free agency over, it was like they had 2.5 hours. It's been this person's been traded. Malik Willis to the Miami Dolphins.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean the Giants. Look, I love me some hardball already. This defense is about to look beast. Now we getting rid of everything on the offense. I'm a little concerned about moving the football, but hey, if we can stop people, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I was like,
new safety.
I was like, you all let Wan'Dale Robinson go to Tennessee.
I mean, anybody can catch the football. Look, Brian Daboll has been shopping with the New York Giants. He couldn't win with the Giants when he had this team before. If he want to take the offense with him to Tennessee, then go right ahead. You couldn't do nothing with them when they were in New York.
Well, you all get Malik Neighbors back.
I mean, we might. I mean, he may not be back to like the 7th or 8th game of the season. I mean, it takes about a year and a half to come back from ACL unless your name is Jason Tatum. Like,
now, who are we talking about? Is this for the Giants?
The Giants, the New York, yes, his New York Football Giants.
Oh yeah, I mean, we coming out of the East. We coming out of the NFC East next year. Because listen, the Philadelphia Eagles giving their whole team to the Houston Texans. Like, I mean,
they whole defense. I'm like,
what are you doing?
Reed Blankenship.
Your problem was on the offensive end, not the defensive end. What is all of this you doing on the? First of all, you still got AJ Brown on the roster. Like, this is a problem. Am I the only one that's seeing the games? Like, y'all arguing on the field, in the huddle. Like, he arguing with everybody. Jalen Hurts, the coach, the offensive coordinator. He arguing with everybody. And y'all still got him.
The owner, the GM, he's sitting on the sideline because he ain't getting the ball. He reading the book.
Right. And y'all still got the man on the roster. Meanwhile, one of the best defenses in the league, you dismantle. Like, I'm so confused. But go ahead, do it. Because, while y'all do that, the Giants are signing secondary players that we need, like safeties and cornerbacks. Like, this is actually a real football team now. Like, we are addressing our problems, which I really thought we were going to do it through the draft because we got a pretty high pick. Ohio State has some of the greatest defensive players, safeties and corners that are coming out. I thought we was going to draft that way, but now it adds a whole nother level of intrigue when you go get these proven veterans to be in the secondary.
And y'all got a new edge rusher down there in Carolina.
Edge rusher.
Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips, yeah.
Philadelphia gave him up too.
Gave him up. I'm telling you, this offseason is looking crazy. It's looking, but hey, we got to see how it all play out. because Arizona done dropped Kyler Murray. He's on the market.
Tua was on the market. He going to Atlanta.
Yeah, he going to the Falcons to back up.
Well, it looks like the new season is going to be interesting, to say the least.
Interesting.
Yeah, because the Raiders
making moves.
And they spending buku money.
Ooh. Like they just got it to spend, and they done got a center.
The center 3 year, $81 million. Linebacker Quay Walker, 3 years, $40.5 million. Linebacker Kobe Dean, 3 years, $36 million. Wide receiver Jalen Naylor, 3 years, $35 million.
Woo!
Pay, 3 years, $48 million. Quarterback Eric Stokes, 3 years, $30 million. I mean,
like every signing I see is like the Raiders. It's like crazy. Miami Dolphins, they signed Malik Willis, quarterback Malik Willis.
I mean, let's see how they do. Miami Dolphins, though. I don't care who they sign.
Look, that's all. That's all they can do. They got a $99 million dead money hit for the next 2 years to get rid of Tua.
Yeah, $99 million.
NFL record $99 million.
$99 million.
You might well just make that a cool $100 million just in that.
I mean, I'm saying it's kind of like what did the Denver Broncos sent?
They took an $85 million hit when Russell
to the Steelers, and they had to pay him. Like the Steelers got him for practically free.
Right.
We're talking about Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, when he went to the Steelers, he was making like $34 million from the Denver Broncos not to play.
Wow.
The Steelers only paid him $1 million.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
So the Broncos, they released Dre Greenlaw and re-signed Alex Singleton. Like that's Kansas City Chiefs, they picked up Kenneth Walker, who was a Super Bowl MVP.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know how you trade. I don't know how you just don't sign him back, but okay.
The Kansas City Chiefs, I don't know. When they go to the owners meeting, do everybody just like look at them and say, we need to make sure y'all keep winning Super Bowls? Like, what are you thinking?
They
that
let
you give the Super Bowl MVP running back to one of the best quarterbacks in today's generation.
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce signed a 1 year deal to come back, $12 million max value after incentives of around $15 million. Like, all you got to do is give Mahomes an offensive line that can block for 4 seconds.
They don't do that. You gonna go get a running back, and then when he don't look the same, well, why does he not doing what he did in Seattle? Because you have no offensive line.
Well, you prove that when your quarterback is hurt. Like, I mean, if you can't keep a quarterback upright, like the Cincinnati Bengals, obviously you got to address the offensive line.
Right. Then you go to their defense. They sent both of their corners, Trent McDuffie, to the Rams, which I'm not mad at, but he got 4 years, $124 million, $100 million guaranteed.
Wow. That was a good deal. That was a good deal. Yeah, that was a good deal.
Well, you know, the Bills released wide receiver Curtis Samuel.
He was still on there?
Mm-hmm. And what's the wide receiver for the Buccaneers went to
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
He went to the 49ers. You already injury prone, and you go to the 49ers where they be injured left, right, and sideways, but okay.
Yeah.
It's like Brock Purdy has a new weapon. Yeah, if he stay upright.
Going on in one day.
It's a lot more.
Well, you all know this was gonna happen.
No, normally when free agency opens up for like the NFL, you have stuff here and there. When I tell you, I turned off my notifications for ESPN because I got sick of it. Because every 2 minutes, you do Adam Schefter, so and so's been traded, or so and so signed. Like, no, you like turn on to ESPN on your phone, and everything is free agent special. Like Pat Nagy, it just go on and on. You're like, okay, this is too much.
Okay, so Travis Kelce is playing for another year.
Probably his last year.
Is that Taylor's man?
Yes, that's Taylor.
That's Taylor's man. Okay.
That's her
So
man.
help me understand this whole NFL compensatory picks for this year's draft.
Sure thing, I can try.
I don't really understand it that much. Like, so the NFL announced today that there will be 33 compensatory picks from the draft.
Yeah.
They like Minnesota's gonna get like another third rounder after
the Eagles. I think get one.
Sam Darnold to Seattle in free agency last year. Like, how do you get an extra pick because you lost the pick because you couldn't sign a deal or you refused to sign the deal? Like, what is this? Everybody get a trophy?
Participation trophy, apparently.
This is crazy. You made a bad business deal, so we're gonna give you some extra picks? Like, that is ridiculous.
Right. You let Sam Darnold go because you're like, I have JJ McCarthy, and now JJ McCarthy is on the verge. Well, he ain't on the verge to get buzzed so far. And so now, we're gonna give you another pick. No. Like, I don't understand it. I just don't. But yeah, NFL free agency is going crazy. Right now, big news in the NBA is Jason Tatum's return from the Achilles, ruptured Achilles that he did in May of last year. So it's about 10 months later, and he's back on the court. Boston is 2-0 since he's returned.
Oh, is that the one that hurt his ankle in the playoffs?
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah, we thought they was over that. We were devastated.
No, you're talking about Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Tatum did his earlier in the. Tatum did it, I think, in the first or second round.
Any news on Halliburton?
Yeah, he done it. He ain't coming back this season.
For a whole season?
That's normally how long an Achilles takes. Is a whole year. Jason Tatum is just being a freak of nature and came back early.
What the hell? Oh no.
Yeah, Pacers are trash this year. Let that go.
Oh no, Lord.
Pacers are straight garbage.
Oh no.
Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, y'all ain't going nowhere. Stop that.
Lead Dr. White team on. His team been hot.
They ain't going nowhere though. He might as well not even get his self look all happy. He's doing a happy dance.
Playoffs. I know that much. Making the playoffs.
Yeah, keep dreaming. Remember we said this. Keep dreaming they don't make the playoffs. Keep dreaming.
No, they're in line to make the playoffs.
Right now, baby.
They in line to make the playoffs. Like give him that because, Charlotte look like they trying to do something. Carolina is trying to be. Look, he got his Tar Heels.
Well, none of my teams are doing crap this year, so I ain't really interested.
You ain't interested when they are doing something.
Yes, I do. I care, but they ain't doing nothing, so I don't care right now. I don't care right now.
Yeah, we owe Duke one. Listen, I'm not one. I'm not a devil. I don't blame somebody else for our mistakes and what we did. I really didn't like the officiating in this game. However, I'm not blaming the officials for losing. We did enough. Hubert Davis was outcoached, outclassed at this last game against Duke altogether. I hear people saying that Hubert Davis didn't turn the ball over 14 times. Well, no, he did not turn the ball over 14 times. However, you got to realize one thing I give Duke credit for. They ain't got much of a team, but they first 7 players is better than anybody else on any given team. And they only play 8 players. Wow. One of them didn't play because he got hurt, and another one got hurt during the game. So now you down to 6 players. That man played 6 players. 6. He ain't gonna know. And Hubert Davis keep trying to play everybody on this bench, and your second team ain't good enough to play in this game. I'm sorry.
but
you need to ride with your horses.
I'm
and
just
that
gonna
is
say
what it
this.
is. These kids 17, 18, 19 years old. They can run all day. They ain't like
Yeah.
LeBron James, 40 years old, playing
Talking about arthritis in your foot. Yeah, you got arthritis.
Yeah, after
like
kicking
gout,
up.
arthritis, and
Yeah.
He got neuropathy. He got all kind of stuff in him. Man, you too old to be playing with these young boys.
Up there trying to run, boy. Look.
You can't run with no Austin Reeves. Go sit down.
Right, but
not sat down. He
need to go sit down.
He's filthy rich. You don't need nothing else. You don't need nothing else. What are you playing for at this point?
Right. He filthy rich. Yeah,
right. You just out there to say I'm an NBA player. He sat out yesterday.
Stop it.
He sat out yesterday because talking about his foot. He got arthritis in his foot. Yeah, you know why? Because you old. You are 41. You are old. You are way past your prime by basketball standards.
Yeah, that's true too.
But I will say this much. I'm not a Duke fan, but I will say Cameron Boozer is a monster. The boy can play.
Look at that. Look. He said,
I'm just saying he can play. Because Carlos Boozer, who played for the Bulls, those are his twin boys. They play for Duke.
I don't like Carlos when he played for Duke, and I don't like neither of his sons either.
Ooh. Well, you got it. Well, you got a new commitment because Kenny Smith, his son, committed to USC.
Yes, this class coming in, and look, if Caleb run it back one more year, ooh, it's gonna be something special. It's gonna be something with an NIL the way it is and the kind of money he gonna make. You ain't gonna get that in your rookie contract. Let me tell you, stay one more year. Don't be a 9th or 10th pick. Come and be the number 1 pick next year. Run it back, baby. Run it back. I'm telling you, we run it back. Lock us in for the Final Four. You hear me? Lock us in with Dixon, with Vasar and Wilson in the starting 5. Run it back, baby. Etch our name in the Final Four. Soon as he announced he coming back, put our name in it. Now, if he leave, we still gonna be competitive, but run it back. Henry Vasar, run it back. Run it back, baby.
All right. Him and his Tar Heels.
He gets so excited about anything in North Carolina. It just tickles his pink.
Okay, you got to think. North Carolina really ain't had nothing to cheer about sports-wise. I'm just saying.
But we'll let him have his moment.
It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? Panthers made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We needed a little help to get there. But, hey, we got there. Needless to say.
Yeah.
Panthers made it to the playoffs. Hornets is on their way to the playoffs. They playing good. And this young team, I'm telling you, they pretty dangerous. Let them get hot at the wrong night. You know, Con Knipple had a bad game last night in the West Coast against Phoenix, but that's the rookie thing. He plays better closer to home on the East Coast. Time zones and all of that, playing that West Coast swing, he's learning. He got to learn, and he got to get better on that and, get his routine going. But if we can get him locked in, continue to get these players healthy and man, get this rotation good, it's over. It's over. We gonna make some noise. Now we ain't gonna win no championship. We ain't that good yet. I ain't a Dallas Cowboy fan. I understand. I'm not naive. but that's all you can ask for with a young team like this. With this young team that's playing good, that's developing, it puts you in the mind of the Warriors when they had Klay Thompson, Green, and Curry all together, young. Everybody saw him and was like, oh man, they just barely making the playoffs as a young team. But then
don't matter, we shocked the world in 2015.
Listen, I see that same kind of potential right now in my Hornets. I see it. LaMelo can stay healthy. You see what he's doing with that 1 foot a step back.
And Brandon Miller and then Con Knipple with with the 3 ball. Now I have to ask Dr. Fight this because it made news. Now, Dr. Fight, you know Dak Prescott and his fiance broke up because she was unwilling to sign a prenup.
See,
and I'm now normally I'm not on the man's side, but I'm with Dak Prescott. The man signed the deal for $240 million. He wanted her to sign a prenup. She didn't want to. So I asked the question. So were you more in love with him, or were you just in love with the money? Because what you throwing a hissy fit for? You got 2 babies by him.
You really asked me that question, and I think she was in love. It was the money. I think it was the money.
Well,
I mean, but here's the thing: she's not gonna walk away with nothing because you know he put something in the prenup for her. If it's $1 million or $5 million or $1 million for however long they were together, you still gonna walk away with something.
And hello, they got a 2 and a 10-month-old, a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old. He paying child support, so what you tripping off of?
Now, but I go back to us. Not even the child support issue. He's in that prenup. I'm pretty sure she's getting some millions in there.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she's getting some millions in there. So okay, fine. I guess she thought he wasn't gonna do it, but this is what I said. This was a mama move.
His mama deceased.
Oh, his mother. Well,
he got a daddy, and I think he got brothers and probably a stepmom. I think.
Okay, well they said don't. They said don't do it. They said don't do it. If she won't sign that prenup, don't do it. And I guess she thought that her stuff was so good that he was gonna say no. I'm gonna go ahead and marry her.
Make a mistake. Think it's laced with gold. He told you no.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that man's out there getting sacked, working for his money, And it was some people, they were up there talking about, well, it's black and white. If you love this person, you should just... No! That man has a right to protect what he has built.
I agree with that.
And the mere fact that you broke up with him, gold digger vibe. Yeah.
Because if you were really in love with him when he said that, and you knew that you already had something in place, she would have signed it and been done with it. But that wrong move. Somebody didn't teach you right, girlfriend. They didn't teach you right. Somebody did not teach you the right way to play that game.
Because you can't. Wait, I need you to sign this. Now, granted, I'm gonna get a lawyer and have a lawyer look it over
absolutely
to make sure I get what I'm rightfully owed.
And have your lawyer right to put this in there and see if he'll agree to this. So it was called a negotiation.
Right.
So you too important to negotiate your own what's called you stupid.
Right. You threw a hissy fit.
Yeah.
And said, well, I'm not getting married because they're probably get married next month.
Well, maybe she'll change her mind by then.
She ain't gonna change. She's stupid.
But if I were him, I'm like, well, no, you had to have a whole extra month to think about it. No, I don't want to marry you. Yeah, we're not gonna get married right now.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. Dr. Fight, your thoughts?
I got a lot of thoughts on this. First of all, let me just deal with the hypocrisy on L's side of things. Let me just deal with L being pro-woman and has never really agreed with prenups on this show at any given point in time ever. She has never been pro-prenup ever. We've dealt with the Dr. Dre divorce. We've dealt with Juanita and Michael on this show. We've dealt with all kinds of other celebrities. And L has been pro-half the entire time. I have argued that these men are out here living their brilliance. I mean, I remember when we even dealt with the Bezos divorce on here. She deserved every bit of it on the board and even more. Because while they started that together in the garage. And I'm telling you, she was loud and proud on this show. But now that this woman is fighting for her worth in their relationship, got 2 of these man babies, and she don't like the terms of a prenuptial agreement, and don't want to sign it. L is like, somebody ain't raised her right. Something sounds wrong with this, L. I don't know what you have done and why you have changed, but something different with you. You done made a change. You done changed on us. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad change. You know what I'm saying? Because you've come over to my side. So I welcome it.
No. He going too far now. I ain't come over to his side. He come too far. Going too far now.
So the second thing I'll say about this, now that I got that out the air, let me give a disclaimer. First of all, I am no Dak Prescott fan at all. And it's not because he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. And I detest everything that resembles the Dallas Cowboys. So that has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. The problem I have with Dak Prescott is because he don't know he black. That's the problem that I got with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott don't know he black. And it was a telltale sign because he was playing football when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling. And when it came down to ask him if he was going to kneel in solidarity with a former brother, he said, I don't get into politics. I just play football. So they just should play football. At that point in time, I continue to not like Dak Prescott. And this has nothing to do with the Dallas football Cowboys. It had nothing to do with them at all. It has everything to do with him and his personal decisions, because black athletes historically, from Jim Brown to Muhammad Ali, historically, black athletes have used their platform to bring insight to problems that their people go through. But since he don't recognize that he black and he goes to Jerry's world and Jerry's mansion all the time and they treat him like a token black boy, then he thinks he's not black anymore. So then he goes outside of his black race. And I think sisters should really join me in this, because not only does he not recognize he black, he goes out and gets not a white woman. I thank him for that. But he goes out and gets a Hispanic woman. He gets a rainbow, a Hispanic woman. Now, these are not the kind of Hispanics that's selling oranges on the corner. These are the kind of Hispanics that have come up, and now they are saying that you're not going to treat me like a second-class citizen. So I applaud Ms. Ramos in this scenario, because I haven't even seen the contract. But if a woman who's had 2 of your kids looks at this contract and say it's disrespectful, then I can believe that he was trying to give her pennies on the dollar and not trying to give her the amount of money that her or her kids could survive with if he decided while he was on the road.
Okay, let's just say he offered her pennies on the dollar. Let's just go with it. You're not smart enough to say, or nobody is smart enough around you to say, go get an attorney, have an attorney look at it and say, this is what I want, and give it back to him. We can negotiate all day. We can negotiate all day. Since you want a prenup, I'm going to make sure I get what I'm supposed to get for me and my children.
Yep.
So again, whatever he did, you were still stupid. Instead of you being smart, this ain't she ain't doing something. Instead of you being smart and going to get an attorney and saying, I want this, this, and this, you got plenty enough money for the attorney. You've been with him long enough. You go get an attorney and decide that you're going to throw a little hissy fit like a little girl at, well, I'm not getting married. Oh, okay. So now you're not getting married.
Let's think about this logic. What is this woman worth after having 2 of his children, right? Now, let's take into consideration some facts. Dak Prescott signed a 4-year, $240 million contract with the Dallas Cowboys, including an $80 million signing bonus. $231 million of that contract is guaranteed. So let's do some quick math. 241 minus 240 minus 231 is $9 million. He playing football to make $9 million in 4 years. Everything else he 231 million is guaranteed. That man can fall off the face of the planet right now and no one prove it. He guaranteed 231 million. They can cut him right now. He guaranteed 231 million beans. Like, this man got money. Not counting the Jordan brand contract he got, not counting, other endorsements that he has. Take that out, just football money alone. Out of that one contract, because he's going to get another contract, okay? He's young enough. He's going to keep playing. He plays at an optimal level. He's going to get another contract. How much of just this contract is this woman worth?
Okay, so I found out that I looked it up and I found out what the prenup was for. They said the prenup agreement was not very strict. Basically, what they said the prenup said was everyone basically kept whatever they had before the marriage.
You can't tell me that's good. What she got when they got married? What she got when they got with that?
She do some kind of wine, something she do. She ain't broke.
But here's the thing: she's been accepting that since how long they been together? For years.
They've been together about 3, 4. Okay, here's this. Don't go get pregnant first before you got the ring. That's all that issue.
That's all that problem, right there.
You already living with him. Yep. Then you got pregnant. Yep. So again, what you do? You was giving
surprised.
him. You was doing.
Brianna has been pretty, back and forth. She's been pretty neutral, so I'm not surprised by Brianna's reaction. I am very surprised at hers because she has been pro women and getting as much money as humanly possible.
I'm pro women. I'm pro women. I'm not pro gold diggers.
Okay, what makes her a gold? It takes now, and women use this in courtrooms all over the world. Like this ain't just this problem here. Women go into court and say, "Well, Your Honor, since marrying him, I'm accustomed to living in our $10 million mansion." Now, granted, he paid for that $10 million mansion with what he was doing, but since you're not accustomed to that kind of lifestyle, that warrants you alimony, that warrants you child support, that warrants you spousal support, and all these other supports that you get just because you are not accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
But they said it's not like they said he wasn't going to do that. They said they were going to come in with what they pretty much had before the marriage. Now, let's go here. She don't know work. They said she is a wine and spirits industry professional. She works as an area manager for Southern Glazers Wine and Spirit.
So she ain't
so she and but she's both a career and I mean, she had but she still has a job, so it's not like you gonna be broke. The whole thing, they said she consulted an attorney. The whole thing, I just think the whole thing was kind of childish.
She bringing home $150,000 a year. He bringing home $231 million.
But again,
I
understand that.
The difference in their livelihood.
I get that, but here's my thing. Here's a question. Don't do wifely duties till you get a ring.
I agree with that. Yep.
You going around there having his babies.
Yep.
Living together, doing the cooking, cleaning. Yep. Then he finally gave you the ring and was going to marry you. They're supposed to get married in a few weeks. I think
that is stupid. From man to man, hear me out. Because guess what? Just like Anthony Edwards, we just learned last summer, he about to learn the same lesson. Because the next court case he gonna find himself in is child support for 2 people, and now his money is public, and he gonna have to pay millions in child support over the next 18 years. They got a 10-month-old. He about to pay out the wazoo in child support because she about to go to court and get something for each child. And the problem that Dex had is it was cheaper to just because listen, if you love this woman love you, why are you thinking about divorce anyway? Give the woman what she wants and be faithful and live happily ever after. But in this case, see, y'all looking at it from the woman's perspective, like she coming up by marrying him. I'm saying that this man loved her enough to have 2 babies with her and then want to get married to her, but you're not willing to give off your money.
She was because when you got the first baby, you should have had him to put a ring on or make you wife after the first baby. But you turn around and you get this is what I don't agree.
That's why I don't like that Prescott. He's stupid.
I don't agree with women with men for years and years and years and years, and then you expect a different outcome. You're in a particular situation, so expect to stay there. I don't agree with somebody live with somebody for 10 and 10 or 15 years, and then say, okay, now we're gonna get married. No, keep it as it is. You have your stuff, I have my stuff. The only thing I want you to pay for is take care of your children. You take care of your kids. And sweetie pie, you only been together for like 3 years anyway. So really, what have you really earned to say maybe get half? You ain't really you have to put in a number of years. My issue is
do a succession agreement then. Do a succession agreement. Say if we stay married for this amount of years, and then put a clause in there based off of who is at fault for the divorce. Like if he goes out and cheats and she doesn't want to deal with that and get divorced, then he has to pay more because he's the reason for the dissolution. Like there is so many terms that you can draw up to make this contract work for the 2 of you. And he's not willing to bend to make the woman he loved happy. Listen, it's a statement. It's long before me. It's older than me, actually. A happy wife, happy life. Like, that's as simple as it
called
comes.
off the wedding, but she made the move.
Right.
You know, right. And if I was her attorney, I would have called it off too. I would have told her, you deserve more than that. You didn't have this man babies while he out here playing football. You taking care of the household. You know different than any other woman in previous
let's go here.
High profile divorces.
Let's go here. They've been together since 2023. It's 2026. So they've been together a little over 3 years. Why do you think you're entitled to half his money? In 3 years?
Right.
Because you got 2 babies.
That's what I'm saying. Make a succession plan. After so many years, you're guaranteed so much money.
Ask Eddie Murphy's wife what she got. She got a settlement and child support. And they had 5 kids when married 10 years. She didn't get half. She got $1 million. I think she got $1 million lump sum.
I think so.
And child support.
Yep.
And they were married a decade.
And 5 children.
3 years and 2 kids, and you won't have. Get out of here.
Yeah.
The largest sports divorce settlement that I know of in modern history that has been recorded is Juanita and Michael Jordan.
And she had 3 kids
and they were married for years. Yeah, they were married for 20 years.
But I'm saying no, they can't even get started in their counting of years because he can't even come to the agreement that she was worth that. Now, even Tiger Woods ripped up the prenup in order to do right by his ex-wife.
Well, he did the most.
I don't put it past that and then none of this either. Nah, I'm just saying.
But this is what we had an argument about is when I say when people when you've been in, like we talked about Dr. Dre and the other person Bezos, they had years together, decades, and they started their company and business with their wives. To me, when you with somebody for 3 years and you pump out 2 babies, to me there's an agenda there. There's an agenda there.
Hypocrisy. You can't speak in this matter. Hypocrite. You are being a hypocrite. I have said on this show, and I quote, that man is the one out there sacrificing his body, not them. Now, I agree with you on the Bezos. They built that business together. But when it comes to sports, when it comes to on the court, on the field, that person is out there putting their body on the line each and every day, and not that person that they're married to. So to sit here and now change your narrative after I have argued on this show,
but you're making my point for me.
Everybody on the line.
But you're making my point for me. You're making my point for me. I have never not said that. When people have long-term relationships, I think they should get help. But when you have a short-term relationship, I've always been the same. No, you don't deserve all that. You deserve something.
Who said this relationship gonna be a short-term relationship?
Because right now it is. Right now it's only 3 years.
Tiger's wife signed that prenup. They had only been together a couple of years, just like this.
But right now it is.
Huh?
Right now it is a short term. Right now it is a short-term relationship.
Right. So you're saying that she's not warranted to be able from the beginning to be a equal partner in the enterprise that they can build while they're married, because they haven't been together long enough.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. You are exactly right.
That's exactly right. This woman knows something about that she knows that she better get more upfront in the terms of this deal, because she knows.
I think you should start as offer the whole $5 million. That's how I look at it. Offer the help for $5 million.
Offer $5 million. Boy, I tell you, boy.
Offer $5 million.
It ain't about a woman. If a woman don't like another woman, all bets are off. You hear me? All bets are off. What does Hispanic woman do to you?
You said that's the first part.
Well, you blame that for that. He out here taking his Willy Wonka factory and filling it up with chocolate oil. Like this ain't.
Well, that's the first part. But I'm still saying that at least start a negotiation with her. But she's nowhere close to deserving half. Nowhere near.
All I'm saying is I'm not saying give the woman half. What I'm saying is Dak should come to the table willing to.
He should come to the table.
No, he should come to the table willing to at least do a succession of money over the years that they are together.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that, but I don't. Right. But see, she's calling off the marriage. So you know what?
Because it's disrespectful. That's disrespectful for you to come to the woman that you love and your saying, well, you come with what you came with, I came with what I came with, we all good. Now you know that ain't right. You know that ain't right. Now come on now. This woman got 2 of your kids. You know you're gonna end up paying child support with these kids and make more than what you currently got right now.
Absolutely, but like I said, to me, she lost her bargaining chip when she called off the wedding.
Well,
she lost her bargaining chip when she called off the wedding.
I don't think so, because what she about to collect in child support is gonna be way more than what he offered in that prenup. He should have asked her, okay, what's respectful? I don't want to just draw up any terms. I mean, I think we should sign a prenup to protect the two of us, but what do you think is respectful to move forward? And see what she says.
I will agree with that.
And he should have did that before he stuck his Willy Wonka into her and had babies by. Because now you're stuck like
that should have been done after the first child. That should have been done after the first baby.
That's why I say Dak is stupid. This woman, she gonna have as many babies by this man as she can, because every baby is another zero.
You're right. Yep, you're right. And that particular right, they're known to do that. They're known to do that. Yeah,
Hispanic women, I ain't discriminating, but they are some of the most fertile women.
Yes, Lord. Yeah. So he needs to figure out something to save himself. So he needs to, like I said, start at $5 million.
He's stupid.
You know, and then I don't care how many kids you have, put a cap on it. So if we have 5 kids, the max you walking away with is $10 million, and then child support. So put a cap on it.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
You can't convince me otherwise. I knew the man was stupid when he said, I play football.
They're both stupid, Dr. Spike. They're both stupid. She thinks she's going to make him. Okay, so now you all still living together. I'm assuming, but you called off the wedding. So how do you gain anything from that? Help me figure it out. So they're both.
They're about to learn from Shirley. He about to get another house, and she gonna keep that house. She about to keep the house.
She about to know what she needs to talk to Shirley, because Shirley can teach her a few things.
She about to keep that house. You hear me? Why would I tell you? Dak about to buy another house. He gonna buy a bachelor pad. He gonna have a few to get over one to get under a couple others. And
and she's gonna keep the house, and then she's gonna get child support.
He gonna pay for the house.
Right, he gonna pay for the house, and they'll keep on the house. Right. So you know what? He still might come out a little cheaper. He
paying child support till them kids turn 18.
Most certainly.
And guess what? Every new deal he signed, she going back to court.
Well, that's why he needs to get to the table and have some kind of a legal agreement with her about that. Yeah.
When he get that, when he win that Super Bowl, whenever it will be, she going back to court. Because when he signed that new contract as a Super Bowl winning quarterback, she gonna say, well, he got Super Bowl kids, and he can't get no raise without them getting a raise. And she going to court every single time.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. I believe if the daddy get a raise, I believe the kids should get a raise. I believe in all of that. For me, I just what I hear so much of this from the young women, that you put your bodies out there, and then you don't have a man to treat you the right way, and then you think money is going to solve that entire problem when it's really not. It's really not. I mean, you've already sold yourself so cheaply anyway. So that's my question. That's my main problem with that. So no. So walk away with $5 or $10 million at the max, which is what I think he should offer her. Give her a cap at $10 million. I don't care how many more kids you have, you walk away with this. Like Brianna made the point when saying Eddie Murphy's wife, right? Eddie gave you $1 million, and she was dumb as hell anyway. You got 5 kids, all you walked away with $1 million. It would have been for me $1 million per kid. That's how that should have been. So she was dumb anyway. Well, Eddie would have paid her $5 million, but he got away with $1 million in child support.
Well, Eddie know how to pick them anyway. That is the young in this game. That he's young. He don't know no better.
Well, he gonna learn. After this situation, He's going to learn.
That fine. He gonna look. One thing is true. And look, only thing I got against him is the man don't know he black. That's the thing that I got against him. Okay. I mean, dumb as a doorknob, obviously. He's been hit too many times in the backfield, I guess. But at the end of the day, look, he better call Michael Irvin. He better call Michael. Whatever Michael Irvin has done with this woman he got, she ain't left him for nothing. You know, she ain't left. That man was on trial for having a whole nother house to have drugs and sex in. He ain't lived there. He just bought a house to party in. That's all he did. That man was tried for drug trafficking, sex trafficking, women across lines to party in this house and all kinds of stuff. Took a plea deal. And this woman stayed with him. She's still with him to this day. Michael Irvin done slept with more women. and this woman is still with him today. I don't know what this man has said to this woman or done, but whatever that prenup say, it got her locked in for life. Cookie. Look at Cookie.
But he was smart. He was smart. He was smart.
You Cookie John. Magic got AIDS.
Well, he got HIV.
She ain't been to nobody divorce attorney's office, nobody courtroom, nobody nothing. Cookie ain't going nowhere.
Dr. Fight Bless Bells, who would want Cookie? I'm not trying to be mean, but what man will want Cookie? I mean, really.
I mean, after all these years.
I'm just saying, what man gonna want Cookie? You know, she got the tainted stuff. So, you know, ain't gonna really mess around with Cookie. All right, you all. There y'all go. We talked a whole lot this afternoon because we missed Dr. Fight. And we know who's gonna bring it. So we got to get out of here. It's almost 8 o'clock. And it's 9 o'clock for Dr. Fight.
Yeah, so, I gotta get this daughter of mine in bed.
Okay, I got you. All right, Dr. Fight, thank you very, very much. We miss you.
I miss y'all too.
I know you do, but y'all are so busy. But when he comes, we love him, so that's why we keep him so long. All right, have a good evening, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will be back with you all tomorrow, and make sure you guys follow us on everything from KELM Radio, and make sure we're going to be talking about Stuart Epps. Stuart Epps was the creator behind Elton John and Oasis and some of the biggest players in the rock game. And he is going to be doing some work with LB Media, as well as Gabriel Blue. Gabriel was a protege of Prince. I'm talking about Prince from Minnesota. And so he's also going to become, they are working in the music section of LB Media. So you guys make sure you follow our updates, and we'll check all of that out. And tomorrow, I may join you. I have to see who our guest is tomorrow. But if not, enjoy the rest of your week. I love you guys. There's nothing you can do about it, as Dr. Fight says. Keep smiling, and we'll talk to you next Monday, the same time, as long as the Lord says so. Peace out.